Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy YouTube Huddle Up. We are back. I hope you guys all had a wonderful, happy New Year's. Gosh, I have to tell you, December was insane. It was actually a really tough month. We had some really high highs, but also some really low lows. So it was quite the month, but excited for the breath of fresh air that comes with having a new year. I'm excited to catch up with all of you guys and yeah, talk YouTube again. So I'm happy to be back. I hope you guys are all doing well. Um, and again, sorry December was so crazy. Like I got sick twice, like 2 different times. It was crazy. Um, but we're back. So I appreciate your patience. And I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll get into it today. We'll catch up and we'll talk. And I definitely want to know what's been going on with all of your stuff. So let me check in with the comments here. Introvert Amateur was not sure if they can make it, so they left their wins and goals. Happy New Year, everyone. Win uploaded videos and been posting on Instagram. Yes, I've been following Introvert Amateur on Instagram for quite a while now, but they did start a 365-day photo challenge for the new year, which sounds awesome. It's been so cool, and it really, 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 I mean, I think this is the magic of the YouTube Huddle Up, is that all of us inspire each other to just create more, to try different things, and just seeing someone do a daily challenge always just makes me like really is motivating for me. So introvert amateur, congrats on that. Goal is to upload 1 video. I've got you already here in the scoreboard, so let's take a look at the scoreboard because we had like a few crazy weeks there. So the last time that there was the huddle up, I think Tom was hosting, so that was the 18th. Yes, because there's a bowl of ramen because I was sick. Today is the 8th. Could you believe it? We're already over a week into the new year. And I do have to say, probably like everybody else, when I was putting in these new dates, I kept typing 2024. But today's sticker is going to be a fireworks to celebrate the new year. And then, yeah, so we have a couple missing weeks. We're just going to pick up right where we left off. So I have your wins. Here's introvert amateur already, and then goals over here. So yeah, all right, let's get back to it. Be your own nerd. Happy New Year to all of you awesome huddle uppers. I'm at a doctor's appointment, so I'll have to watch replay. But goal is to record 1 video, which I already have on here. Another character. Hi everyone, it's good to see you. Goal is to outline 3 videos and film them. Awesome. Let me add that to the board. Yeah, I really wanted to start. I have like so many ideas and I just couldn't get around to them because of the craziness that was the past couple weeks. But um I'm just I really want to catch up and like just go, you know? Let's see, goals. What am I doing here? Here we go. Goal. Another character. I'm very excited. I guess like while I'm adding stickers, here's a question that you guys can answer. Do you have any, I won't say resolutions, but what I will say are intentions, right? I think the new year is the end of the year and the start of a new one is always like a time for reflection, introspection. Have you done any of that when it comes to your YouTube channel? And are there any shifts or things you want to focus on, or intentions that you want to put out for your YouTube channel for I don't want to say the whole year, but maybe something that is different from the end of the year to the start of the new one? Is there anything that you guys have been thinking about? I will share what I've been thinking about once I catch up with the comments. All right, another character passed 1,400 subs. Yay! Congrats. Congrats on the milestone. Congrats. Let's see. We're going here. Nope, we're going over here. Boom. Wins. This win. It's a little weird because the goals on this sheet are from mid-December. So your goals and your wins are probably going to be not the same because you've probably done so much in the time that we have had the huddle up. That's okay. All right, so we had another character in here, and then introvert. I'm sure you guys have to get your firework. All right. Let's see. Undecided Toy Stories here. Hello, hello. Tom, launch a video podcast and your goals to do another episode. Man, let me tell you about the saga that has been Tom Buck and his video podcast. It's been something that he's been working on, thinking about, you know, stewing on for quite some time. I can't remember what season he is on, but he has a podcast called The Enthusiasm Project, which he has had for many years now. It's on, I don't know what season it's on, but it's many, 10th, 13th. 13th season, 10 episodes each, I believe is what it is. But he was very anti-video podcast and now has one and is super excited about it. So I'm sure he talks about it on his YouTube channel. Enthusiasm Project, I think is the URL. Nope. Maybe it's not. Maybe I missed the. But I wanted to show it to you because it addresses the age-old question of should you start a new YouTube channel for things, right? So this is a very specific, like, I have multiple YouTube channels about multiple interests for multiple audiences, but this is like, do you want to start a YouTube channel specifically for a podcast? There is a podcast function on YouTube, which you could just fold right into your main channel, but Tom chose to, I didn't even subscribe, sorry, babe. Tom chose to create a new YouTube channel specifically for his video podcast. Here's the premiere of his new video podcast, but I'm sure he probably talks about it in this episode as to like the methodology, the thinking behind like why starting a different YouTube channel instead of keeping everything on his main channel. So if you're interested in that, I know, if there's been talk of doing podcasts on the YouTube Huddle before. So if any of you guys are interested in that, you can check that out. Tom and I, you guys know this. We're very open about sharing why we make the decisions that we do on our own journeys of being content creators. So maybe that'll provide you some insight. All right, let's see. Tom, I gotta get you your sticker. Boom. All right. You're a nerd. I became fully monetized on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Yay. Congrats. Oh, that's so awesome. That is a huge milestone. Hitting all of those requirements is huge. It can take forever. Excuse me. I'm just so excited for you, Be Your Nerd, that I had to sneeze about it. But congrats to you. That is a huge freaking win. And what's awesome about getting monetized on YouTube, especially for you, Be Your Own Nerd, is that you have been building a library of content for a very long time, very consistently, right? So once you're monetized, all your content can start to be monetized, right? Like even the stuff from the very beginning of your channel, your earliest videos, all of that can start to be monetized. And it's awesome. It's nice that it's not like, it's retroactive, right? So that is the benefit of not waiting, right? Like don't wait till all the things are in place. Just keep creating content because when you get monetized, when people discover your channel, when you get that new subscriber, there's already a library of stuff that they can go through, which just helps everything, right? So congrats to you. Oh, that is so exciting. Let me make sure to add that in. Yay. Huge milestone. Yay. Okay, cool. Definitely want to give you your firework. Awesome. Mike Manifestation Podcast. Win. Uploaded the 29th episode and 6 shorts and getting ready for my trip to Orlando for PodFest 2025. That's the one I was thinking about. I was telling Tom that there was an upcoming podcast conference convention thing and I couldn't remember the name of it. I think that's the one I've been seeing online. But that sounds awesome. I hope you have the best time, and definitely tell us how it goes. And your goal is to have your first guest on your next podcast. Well, that sounds super fun. Let's see. When here. And then Mike, Manifestation Podcast, did you see my reply to your question? I think it was you who asked about how I do like the audio stuff for live streaming on my gaming channel, I think. I hope I answered your question, but if I didn't, feel free to ask any questions. Boom. Let's get your sticker in here. Great. Cool. Rusted Casey Moto in the house. Win. Uploaded a video and 2 shorts. Goal is to upload at least 2 shorts. Let's do it. It's good to see you. Here we go. Adding all this in. Oop. Perfect. All right. Tech Troublemaker in the house. Goal, record 1 recorded video in the next 6 days. Let's do it. That's what I need to do too. Here you are. Oh, I definitely need to upload update your profile photo. I think I'm like 2 photos behind with you, Roy. Okay, that was your goal. Bureau Nerd, Heather, you had previously discussed starting the scoreboard over from scratch for 2025. I think we should still do that. I totally agree. So one of the things that I wanted to do today, which actually I will do once I catch up with the comments. I have a note, and then we can talk about this. So, yeah. All right. Tech Troublemaker, win 200,000 lifetime views. Huge milestone. That is insane. What a number. Congrats, Tech Troublemaker, for hitting that milestone. Wow. That is a big one. Tom and I always do this. We always calculate okay, our hockey arena that we always go to has a max capacity of 10,000, 11,000. We always calculate okay, if we hate we see how it is at sold out games. That's 10,000, 11,000 people. But you did that so many more times. So that is awesome. Congrats to you. Definitely want to give you your firework sticker. Boom. Yay. See, and something like that, it's such a nice, you know me, I don't want to focus on the numbers, but when you do hit them, it really just oh, okay, you all your hard work, is paying off, and that's awesome. Season 13, baby. Let's go. All right. Mike Manifestation Podcast has never been to Orlando, so I'm excited. The last time I was in Orlando was when I was in college, 20 years ago. It is humid, but I also don't know where you are, so maybe you're already used to that humidity. Yes, but still having difficulties with routing for gaming audio. We'll definitely have to email you. How do I do my gaming audio? I don't know how I do it. I think it goes into my laptop. I forgot. Because we also tried to figure out how to do Tom's gaming audio. That was the tricky part with my gaming setup, was it was 2 gaming setups on a laptop. It's just crazy. All right, so I'm caught up. Oh, you know what? Let me put my goal. Goal is to upload a video. And when was I rested? So Tom and I actually got away for the new year, mainly because our dogs hate fireworks, and our entire our city turns into a war zone because everyone sets off fireworks, which would be fun, except that our dogs are terrified. So this time we decided to go to Idlewild, which is a forest, nature, mountains, quiet town, which was awesome. We heard not a single pop, and it was just waking up and then you go outside and there's just like trees and birds and nature is just really nice. So um I forgot why I talked about that. Oh, because I rested. So um yeah. It was like, I don't know, it was just an intense December. So I was like, you know what? Everything can wait. And let me just catch my breath and then we'll hit the ground running once we can, you know? So yeah. All right. When adding that here. Um cool. Goal and firework. Cool. Mike Manifestation Podcast is in sunny California. Yes. So I think the temperature is going to be similar, but it's the humidity that is not similar at all. But I hope you have the best time and I can't wait to hear about it. K-Walk Comedy in the house. Hi all, just off the bus. Happy New Year, Kathy. It's good to see you. Did a day of content planning with my brother. Weekly video, blog, and live stream. Yes, I love it. Sounds like you guys have a system, a plan, and that is always refreshing. I feel like that's kind of what I need to do for my own thing. Let's see. Here you are. Boom. All right. Let me give you the fireworks sticker. Sweet. Jules is here. Goal: upload a short every day in January. Win: you've posted daily since the 1st. Awesome. Congrats. You're 8 days in. I'm telling you, maybe I'll do it in February because it's a shorter month. But a daily challenge sounds super fun. I kind of wanted, I posted a YouTube video yesterday on my gaming channel that was a jump video actually. Which the reason why it's connected is because I jumped to a video game song. And so I thought it was a great opportunity to kind of show this other side of me, but have it still be related to gaming. But then after I posted it, I hesitated for so long because I was like, I'm so rusty with the jumping. It feels kind of unrelated. Like, you know, I could kind of talk myself out of it and say like, is it related? I don't know. And then, yeah, I was like, maybe I'll just like wait for, you know, it's the same thing, right? Like you could always, there's never a perfect time, right? Which is, of course, thanks to my very supportive husband who encouraged me to just post it, and stop overthinking and just move on to the next video. And I'm actually really glad that I posted it. But then, you know, so I'm glad I posted it because I got such great feedback. But on top of that, it also like sparked a thing in me where now I really want to keep jumping every day and like do like a month challenge, working on my form, working on some tricks that I've been having a lot of trouble unlocking. Yeah, and I didn't think about these things before I published a video. I was just thinking like, yeah, jumping, that'd be cool. And I'm kind of just where I'm at with jumping. And now I'm like, oh, I really want to jump. Like in the shower today, I was like working on my form, like it, not actually jumping in the shower because that's dangerous, but I think like it's a good reminder that for me, action is motivating, right? I know when I have to take time to recharge, but sometimes once I do take that time, I get into a phase of like, when am I recharged, right? And when am I recharged, or when am I waiting for like the perfect scenario to get back into the swing of things? I have trouble with that all the time because it's like when you're on a streak or you're going and then you stop, it's like hard to get started again. Which is why I always, when I do daily things, I always like when I stop, I'm really hard on myself because I know when I stop, I lose all momentum. And when I lose momentum, it's really hard to be like, okay, so how do we get back into this again? But yeah, reminder to myself is like action is very, very motivating. And it kind of like, I can think and do all the mental gymnastics of like, okay, I'm ready. Maybe I'm not ready, or here's what else I need. But just making stuff and doing stuff and putting it out there and just doing the next thing. Like, that's all I really need to do. You know what I mean? All right. Wait, Jules, did I put you in here? Goal. I don't think I did. Did I? I did not. Goal. All right. Let's see. Oh, but congrats to you on the daily thing. I'm telling you, you guys make me want to do it. I think that's what I'm gonna do for February. I think that'll be really fun. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Johnny, my internet just came back up. You're not in LA, right? But you're closer than I am, I believe. And I hope you guys are doing okay over there. I can't remember exactly where you are, but the winds and the fires and everything sound insane. Prasad in the house, what's up? Okay, Johnny's got his goals, 4 lives, videos, and 4 shorts to stay in the course. That sounds awesome. Johnny, where you are. Let me add you here. Sweet. And then, nope. That is your win. Oop. Here you are. Okay, cool. Prasad, Heather, just jump. Yeah. It was fun to make. I just need to make more. Mike Manifestation Podcast. Any advice on what is easier, interview mode or Zoom with Ecamm? If you have used that feature, or maybe Tom will know. Honestly, if you're doing it for podcasts, I would say interview mode. I think okay, first of all, to be fair, I haven't used the integrated Zoom thing with Ecamm yet. I haven't needed to. But I feel like if you're doing a podcast, using the interview mode is like that's what it's for. If you're doing like Ecamm with Zoom, I think that's more of like so that you can control the overlays that are on your Zoom screen or your Zoom like video, you know what I mean? But if you're bringing a guest in, I think that's where the interview mode, like that's, I've done tons of live stream interviews and then also just podcast interviews using the interview mode. So that's what I would say. I'm pretty sure that's what Tom would say too. Versant, I'm so glad I was on my phone when the notifications came through for that. Azure Night Gaming's win upgraded to Opus Pro and filmed the first vlog of the year. Oh, great. I'll have to check it out. Wait, did you post it yet? That'll be fun. Let's see over here. When is that Opus Clips? Opus Pro Clips? I feel like Opus Clips, if that's what you're talking about. I think several of you guys use it, and I'm very curious to follow their development because they are an AI company that is, a support tool for creators. And I'm curious as to like how they are improving their product. Like I'm following them. The last time I tried using it, it just wasn't working for me. But I'm just curious, I want to see where they are in like 3 months, Volby Punk, hey everyone. Hi, good to see you. Okay, Azure Night Gaming's goal is to edit the vlog and create scheduled clips for socials and shorts. Awesome. Let's do it. Let's do it. Goal. Oh wait, I flipped your. Hold on. Boop, boop. Oh, that's what I did. Boom. Oh. All right, and then get you your firework. Sweet. All right. Volpy Punk win. Uploaded 2 videos, 3 shorts, and reached the big milestone, 1,000 subscribers. Congrats. Oh, that's so exciting. Volpy Punk, I've been following your content over the holidays. It's just, I'm so excited for you. It just, I'm telling you, as I mentioned at the top of the hour. All of you guys inspire me. It's so great. Like, even when I have to take a break, I just seeing all you guys make stuff is so motivating for me. And, I get ideas from seeing what you guys are all working on, and it's just really fun. It like really makes me proud to be a creator when I see all you guys celebrating these wins and stuff, and just keep going. It's so awesome. Let's see. What was I doing here? Volpe Punk. Your win. That's what I'm at. Boom. Okay. Sweet. Here we are. Yay! How exciting! Well, it'll be really fun to look back at the end of the year, right? Because, like, remember, you can open up the scoreboard and just go all the way back to the very beginning, to last February. I know a lot of you weren't here last February, but whenever you started coming to the Huddle Up, you can look at what your wins and goals were and see how your focus has changed, right? Like, those are one of my favorite things to do. I used to save every single one of my to-do lists, like even when I had a job, like during my career, ever since my first job, I always saved my to-do list in a little drawer because I always wanted to look back and see, like, God, look how much stuff I got done. I never like showed it to my boss or anything because obviously they don't care. But not obviously they don't care. They just want to see the results. But yeah, anyway, let me see. What was I doing? I didn't add your goal. Okay, Kathy's goal is to make a 12-week plan for KWA Comedy Channel. 12-week year. Sounds like a plan. Let's see, here you are. So if you missed what I said, I'm very curious for you guys, since we, obviously ended a year, started a new one. If you have any reflections, intentions that you want to share when it comes to your YouTube channel, anything that's been top of mind for you, like why, if you're taking a different approach or if you're making a shift, you want to share some insight as to like why, yeah, I think it'd be fun to talk about. Volpe Punk's goal is to plan and create 2 videos for this month's content. That sounds like a plan too. Goal. Boom. All right. Also saw the jumping video. You look like you were having so much fun. I have so much fun every time I jump. It's so fun. I can't even tell you. I mostly jump at the gym though, so I don't want to record at the gym. But I always, when I'm jumping, I always think like I must look insane because I am just laughing to myself basically. But it's like impossible not to. It's so fun. Charles is here. Hello everyone. Happy New Year to you, Charles. Good to see you. We're okay Firewise. Lots of wind. Claremont Upland. Got it. Okay, so you're far enough. But still, I'm sure you've got the wind also. It's been windy here, but like right now it's totally not windy. So we don't have it as bad. All right. Charles's win. Finally recorded my first video in a while. Yay. Congrats. Congrats. Hopefully I can say that next time we meet, because I also want to do that. Charles, here we go. Where are you? Here you are. Boom. Let me give you your firework. Let me just make sure I didn't forget anybody. Wolfie Hug, did I give you yours? I think I did. Okay, cool. And your goal is to edit your video and schedule it, aiming for next Friday. Let's do it. Sounds like a plan. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Zoom always degrades audio video quality, so interview mode is better unless you specifically need Zoom for some reason. Yeah, and I really don't think you need Zoom because the interview mode for your guest just uses the browser, so they don't have to download Ecamm, or they don't need any program. They just need a browser and an internet connection, and that's it. So I would definitely go with the interview mode on Ecamm. Opus Clips Pro, and no, not posted yet. Opus Clips works great for shorts. Started using them to cut my editing time down. I'm not interested in their AI voiceover nor the AI B-roll. Just a great way to quickly pull clips for socials. Yeah, I didn't even know they did AI voiceover or B-roll. I just know it, but see, even that, like, I didn't know that they had those other features. I just know that if you, like, drop in a longer video, like a podcast, like, if I tried it with the couples table, right? I dropped in an episode, and the clips that it pulled, I just was not into them. So, I am sure it'll catch up, right? Like, I'm sure it'll get to the point where it's good enough for me, but it wasn't there yet to the point where I would subscribe. My Manifestation Podcast, I haven't had my podcast for a long time, but I see all these people hitting subscriber goals and views. Any advice on getting views and subscribers, or have you guys invested in like ads or anything to promote your channel? Tom and I have never done anything like that. And I think the reason is, um, keep in mind we started this journey 7-8 years ago. So, like, if you had a library that's been there for that long, like, you kind of have the advantage of having a library of content having existed that long, which will, if you do everything right on YouTube in terms of you have your thumbnails, you have titles that make sense, you have this is the 3 questions that we always ask with YouTube channel. What is your YouTube channel about? Who's your YouTube channel for? And why should somebody subscribe? Like, if you have all of that set up properly, it would, I believe that it's like, just by your channel existing on YouTube, you're going to get views and subscribers. Obviously, we want it to scale better, faster if we can, right? But we have always done everything organically. So it's always been just creating content, creating the best content that we can, leveraging the fact that we are posting to YouTube, which is a search engine, and just being like really strategic with that. With podcasts, it's tricky because there is no search engine, right? Like, you're like, even now it's really hard to find podcasts, I think. I think podcasts are still very word of mouthy, although if you do what Tom is doing and you have your podcast on a separate YouTube channel, now you could leverage the search engine of YouTube, right? So so I guess my answer to, your question, because you're talking about like your podcast that's on YouTube, right? I think if your channel is about your podcast, the fact that your podcast is on YouTube is going to be a huge advantage versus somebody who's not on YouTube, because you have a search engine, right? So the tips that I would give are to, like, if there's any way to try to make, like, clickable titles is what I'll call it. I don't want to say clickbaity, but like being really strategic with your titles and your thumbnails, because YouTube has all of the data, user data, viewer data, search engine stuff to show it to the right people, right? But that's not enough, because now when somebody goes onto their YouTube homepage, they see like 100 videos, right? So YouTube will give the impression, right? Like, put your podcast episode, your videos, whatever, in front of somebody, but it's going to be your creativity that gets somebody to click on that, like your specific video out of all the choices that they're looking at. And so, like, I don't know, trying to put yourself in the eyes of a new viewer who has no idea who you are, and then like taking that journey, right? Like why would somebody click on this specific episode in particular, and then like going backwards, right? If that makes sense. So yeah, we've never done it's all been totally organic. Gil's here. Hey everyone. Win. I was interviewed on a podcast. Goal is to film my first video of the year. Congrats. That sounds awesome. What was the podcast about? What was a podcast, I should ask. Let's see. Gil. Here you are. Sweet. Okay. Let's give you your firework of the year. Bam. Okay, Wahhabi, the best exercise has to be the one that makes you laugh while you do it. Yes. I also saw the jump rope video. Super dope. Yeah, it's so funny because it's like, I mean, this is a really good reminder for everybody, right? Like, what seems ordinary to you could be very extraordinary to somebody. Now, I know that, like, not to brag or anything, but I know, like, my jumping is very, very different. But I'm not even gonna lie. I wish you could have seen me. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna put this out because it's like, I don't say it's stupid, but it's just like, it's just something I do all the time. It's, I don't know. I had this same thought when it came to the gaming channel. I was just like, I'm just playing games. There's nothing special about it. Like, I do this all the time. But obviously it's like when you share your individual approach to these things in your life that are so normal because you've done it for so long, I think that is what makes people gravitate. And I think especially in the age of AI, this thing, right? Like this, your unique connection to the thing that lights you up. Like, I feel like now more than ever, this is what people are going to gravitate to, which is why I put the video out. So last Friday, Tom and I had our first episode of the Couples Table. And we actually had a great discussion. Usually I'm just like, yeah, we have a podcast. And it's always fun. A lot of you are here, watch it. We always have great discussions. But that episode in particular, we talked a lot about AI. We talked a lot about how AI is going to affect content creators and even, people who watch the content. And it was a very interesting discussion. But one of the big takeaways was that this idea of imperfection, not perfect, taking a little bit more time. It's got some scars on it. It has your unique thumbprint. Like, that's the thing that I feel like people are going to gravitate to when you are competing against accounts that are AI. Like, they can make videos 100 times faster than you can, but no one else could be you, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna put this video out because I'm hesitating. The fact that I'm hesitating is the reason why I should put it out, because I think that's the part that makes it human, right? That it's not perfect. So yeah, I don't know why I went on that tangent. Call Me Covey is in the house. Hey friends, goal, post a video by next week of my goals vision board. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see it. I need to do something like that too, like some kind of vision board. I haven't had a chance because I've still like catching up from December. So I might be starting a little bit later, but that's okay. All right, here you are. Let's add in your goal. Sweet. Andre is here. Hey everyone, good to see you. Volpe Punk, my reflections for YouTube is to plan more and get back to batch creating. Life got weird last year and having content prepared ahead of time helps. More plans for better outcomes. Yes. I talk about it all the time. Tom talks about it all the time, but Tom he doesn't batch create, but he does schedule ahead of time, right? Like, he always has 3-4 videos that are ready to go. They're scheduled. And so if, I don't know, he got sick, we had to go on a trip or whatever, the channel doesn't grind to a halt, right? that's what I want. I want to try to do that as much as I can this year. It's something I've always tried to do, but just haven't, for whatever reason, it's like never worked. I think because I get like once I make something, I just want to put it out. And I know Tom also struggled with that of like, oh, you have all these videos, but you have to wait. They just have to sit there and wait for like weeks sometimes to finally get watched. But I know that's the smarter way to go about it. Oh, Andre, win publishing a new video now. Let's go. Awesome. Have to check it out. Here you are. Sweet. All right, Andre. And goal is to make a new long form video. Sounds like a plan. And Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to you all. 2025, quarter century. Wow. All right. Boom. Johnny, question. Never thought of asking here. My grandson wants to stream games. I have the pass-through box. What is the cheapest free way to record with the second cam in the corner? That is a good question. I feel like you could use your phone. Yeah. Persant saying your phone. That's what I would do if you are. Everyone has a phone. I know you have a phone because you or actually. Now I'm assuming you probably don't stream with your phone. But yeah, I think everyone has a smartphone, right? And I think like just having a tripod, setting it up, and using that. Obviously, the limitation with the phone is your battery life, right? And the fact that your phone is going to be unusable for however long you're streaming. But I would definitely use. I think also a lot of cameras, like cameras that you might have, can plug into your computer as like through USB. So that's something that you can explore if you already have a camera that's just kind of sitting there. But I would definitely start with your phone. Yeah. Gil, the podcast is called ISO Insider. We were nerding out about cameras and podcast production. That is always fun. That's super fun. Actually, Tom and I did do we didn't do a podcast. It kind of felt like one, but we spoke to a college class. Actually, it was with Ohio University, and it was a marketing class. It was a class all about digital marketing, and so we were talking about providing our perspective as full-time content creators, and all the students had all the same questions that all of us have had, but it's crazy because they're in college, right? And they're learning it, they're studying it, there's college courses on this stuff. And they're asking all the questions about like what skills do they need, what equipment do they need, how do you succeed as a content creator, how do you work with brands and stuff like that. But it was so fun. Like Tom and I loved doing it. Anyway, I thought about that because I should probably make some time to do more collabs and interviews and podcast stuff this year because like it's always fun, and seeing how you guys are all like collabing on stuff makes me want to do it too. Persona, it's almost like people like you, Heather. And it's almost like they enjoy watching you have fun and appreciate how welcoming and included you make them feel. Thank you, Persona. Yeah, it's still a weird. I don't know why it's like weird for me to. You know what? I like that it's weird because imagine if I was like, yeah, I'm just like the best. Everyone loves to watch me. I feel like that would be weirder. Johnny, I have the phone and some cameras, but the software to capture. Oh, the software. StreamYard and some charge to use 2 cameras. Oh, StreamYard charges? Interesting. I would say OBS. I'm pretty sure you could set up multiple cameras with OBS because I'm assuming that most of the people on Twitch use OBS. I think it's the go-to one. And all of them are using gameplay and a camera, right? Or if it's not a camera, there's a video feed of them in the corner, right? So I would start with OBS. Yeah. Andre, how to do what's in store for 2025 video, looking back and forward, probably gonna bomb, but it's the one for me category. Yeah, I did one of those too. And I'm telling you, like, I think, like, especially in this age of AI, if you can put in, I think it's a good thing, even though, like you said, probably gonna bomb, right? Like mine did. It's my worst performing video. But I think it's important to share that behind the scenes, because it's like you never know the person who finds your channel 3 months from now and then starts to binge, right? And wants to understand like how you got to that point. Like that their view doesn't come until way later, right? So um so yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Um Yeah, I use OBS, which is free. You can make a scene with the gameplay and then a camera in the corner. Bam. Ecamm does multicam. Yes, Ecamm does multicam, but it's not free though. So, Ecamm is a subscription. I used to use OBS. Ecamm is just so much more intuitive to me and a lot easier and better, but it is not free. So, yeah. All right, I am caught up with comments. So here's the thing that I wanted from you guys as we are reaching the top of the hour. Did start the video throwing a Christmas tree from the 3rd floor. No way, that's awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna have to definitely watch that video. That's funny. Okay, so for the Huddle Up, one of the things that I wanted to do for sure, as I'm kind of like reevaluating everything for January, is I was hoping to finish the Huddle Up until the end of our like 12 weeks, right? But it actually goes to basically the end of February. And Bureau Nerd said at the top of the hour, like, that they think it would be great to be able to start a new sheet for 2025. And I am leaning towards that as well. But I wanted to take this opportunity to ask you guys for any feedback, right? So I love the Huddle Up. I still want to do it. It really is. We're a great group of people. You know, I want to say it's we, right? Like we inspire each other. I, I just tell you guys all the time, there's so much value here in terms of the feedback. Look how many questions we all answered for each other just in this hour, right? I think this is just an awesome space for us to get inspired, get feedback, lean on each other as we're going through this thing. So I definitely want to continue the YouTube Huddle Up. I'm curious though if the format, the I don't know, the way that we do it could evolve, right? And so I just wanted to ask for your feedback. Like what do you like about the Huddle Up? Do you have any ideas? Now, if you don't want to give your feedback right now, that's totally cool. We have our Discord, right? That I haven't checked in a really long time. But if you want to think about it or get back to me, I'm going to include the link to our Discord, which I haven't done anything with it yet. Eventually, like, before I go into the YouTube Huddle Up Discord and like make it a thing, I want to get your feedback for all of the Huddle Up, right? And then I can see like what should it look like for 2025. And of course my Discord is not opening. It's just spinning and spinning. But so like my questions to you, I think the scoreboard is a huge part of the Huddle Up. To me, it's kind of like the foundation. Being able to share our wins and goals with each other is a huge part of what makes the YouTube Huddle Up unique. So, I'd like to keep that, but for everything else, like I'm just open to anything. I just wanted to open it up to you know, all of you guys. Okay, here is the link to the Discord if you want to chat here. And you could also message me, email me, send me a message on Instagram, however. But I am definitely just kind of, if the YouTube Huddle Up didn't exist, how would we do it starting today? Is there any way that we can make this better? Is there any way that we can, get more out of it? You know, how can we improve? All those things, right? I think it's great how it is, but I'm thinking about it, right? Let's see. Andre did start I got that. Obs is here. Hey, Obs, Happy New Year. Good to see you. Obs is Obs. I said Obs because of OBS. OBS is worth spending some time with if you're on a PC. Not too bad once you get the hang of it. Yeah. I mean, I used OBS for a really long time, like not even on a PC. And it was great. Tom did too. So definitely, like, I think with all things content creation, start with the free version. And then once you figure out what is frustrating you and you find the tool for that exact thing that fixes it, then you could start to like explore paid options. I didn't know there was a Huddle Up Discord. I forget about it half the time because I just made it and then never went back to it. But see, like, so I want the Huddle Up to be something where you guys really get a lot of value. Like, we all get a lot of value out of it, but I think also what is helpful with it is that it is not there's a lot of flexibility, right? So it's not, there's no online course here, there's no instruction, because I do firmly believe that you're kind of the best person to know what you have to do for your YouTube channel. If you want feedback, if you have questions, like, yeah, totally. Like, me, Tom, everyone here is happy to give you feedback. But I think that's kind of like one of the things that I'm most proud of with the Huddle Up is like taking the approach of like, you are the artist, you're the one. I can't tell you what art to make, right? Like, that's you. But being an artist to the void is impossible, right? Like, having peers, having people who get it is super important. But that's why with the Discord, I also didn't want to build out this whole thing, right? Like, I didn't want to build out like all the channels and everything if it didn't need to be that. Now, if we want it to be that, cool, like, let's go. But I didn't want to make those decisions without asking you guys for feedback first. So right now we have a general chat. Let's see. Obs, I'm totally on board to be able to see ours and others' accomplishments. Agreed. Just joined the Discord. Awesome. Gil, I love how it is, but more Discord engagement or something else outside of YouTube would be great, but I don't know what that might be. Yeah. So, yeah, and like, I'm in throw all the ideas at the wall mode. So like, what, I'm not opposed to anything. Like, I'm open to everything. One thing that I was considering was like, maybe what we could do is if you get a sticker, right? So here's today's stickers, right? We have a couple stickers here for January 8th. What if we took all these stickers and then I put it in the box and pull out a name at the next Huddle Up, and then we watch your most recent video on stream? Which, like, I feel like it's exciting to be able to share and watch something that this group created, right? But I also don't want it to be like a hot seat thing. Like, if you're not into like everyone watching your video at the same time, I totally get that. Like, you're not into that. But I mean, like, it's these kinds of ideas that I'm talking about. Like, just something totally different. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was also coming up with ideas. All right. David made it. What's up, David? Happy New Year. Win. Made it. Made it 4 shorts, 3 live streams, and 1650 subs. Woot. Let's go, David. All right, let me add you here, David. Oh. And let me give you your firework right over here. Sweet. Okay. Outside of YouTube, Huddle Up and Couples Table meet up. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that Tom and I are going to NAB this year. So, um, that's in Vegas in April, I believe. Is it April? I think it's April. But if you don't know what NAB is, it's the National Association of Broadcasters convention. It is massive, like 80,000 people, maybe. I can't remember the exact number. It's just huge. It's at the Vegas Convention Center. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go this year again. What's great about NAB is that it is a convention that has been around for decades, but obviously, as times have changed, they have put more of a focus on content creation. And especially last year, they had a lot of new initiatives that specifically were content creation focused. They had a whole floor, they had a whole, dedicated scheduling and seminars and talks and all of that just for content creation alone. Probably every single brand that develops content creator tools is actually there showcasing all the newest, their existing line of content creator products, but then also like stuff that they're working on. That's everything from microphones to cameras to streaming software, like also just totally random things. Like there was somebody who had like keyboard covers for Final Cut Pro shortcuts. Like there's all kinds of stuff because it's such a massive convention. So that's like a natural thing that I feel like is something that can benefit everybody. And I don't want to say tickets were free, but I think that they were. Like they give out enough codes that it's like getting there, hotel, all of that you have to pay for, but like the actual attendance, like I think it's easy to go for free. So that was a great, like, I'm trying to think if we met anybody who's here. But we met quite a few content creators, like a lot of content creators at NAB. So again, like I'm pretty sure we're going. We have it in the calendar, so I don't see why we wouldn't. And it's in April. Mark your calendar if you want to join us. We'll see you there. David, been active the whole time, but missed the Huddle Up. No worries. Gil's down. Gil, you would love it. Like you should totally go. It's like the convention for Gil. Like it's like Tom was just, I loved it. It's awesome. I think what's cool about NAB for Tom is that it's like the equivalent of what I think Persant would understand this. Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest, like that would be my thing where I would just die going. NAB was like Tom's version of that. Just like this is the stuff that he's been passionate about since, since he was a kid, and just being able to like, just play and all the stuff was so fun. So yeah, I think if you are a content creator that's like in it, right? I think NAB is going to be, especially moving forward, one of the top content creator events to go to like every year. It's kind of like, how VidCon's like the YouTube thing. I think NAB is honestly more useful and practical than a lot of the other ones that I've heard of or been to. Okay, let's see. Charles says, I also really like being able to share and see everyone's goals and accomplishments. I love the idea of some way to surface people's work. Yeah, me too. I think I think that would be a really cool thing. The tricky part is like a lot of you, like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to approach how we do that. I want to do that though. So maybe we can leverage the Discord so we can talk offline, like in between streams, and figure out whose video is going to get shown. But the other thing is like a lot of you guys do long content, right? And like, it's one thing if we're watching a 7-minute video. It's another thing if you have like a whole hour-long podcast. So we need to figure out like how we make that work. David's goal is 3 live streams and then turn on monetization. Did you not have monetization turned on this whole time? No. David, let me get you in here. Boop. Here you are. What I really need to do also is revamp this scoreboard. All your pictures are outdated and everything. Like, I think I need to phase some people out too. So yeah, we need to do a new one. All right, let's see. I think Persona is onto something. Let's see. Andre, I wonder how much the cheapest plane to Vegas costs. Yeah, I'm curious. I hope you go. Like, it'd be so great. My body is always ready for FanFest, but my wallet never is. I really, yeah, see, the problem is that it's like not every year, and then it's a limited thing. Like, I wish it was just like open to everybody who could buy the ticket and not a lottery system. But anyway, so if you missed it, I did put the link to our Discord server in the chat. So here's what we're gonna do. I don't know, maybe, well, actually, I'm actually gonna be out of town next Wednesday. So I was planning to do the huddle up on the Tuesday, but maybe what we do is check in on the Discord and then just see. I'm just gonna see like what you guys think. So okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plan for a like, I'm not in town on the 15th on like next Wednesday, so we'll definitely do something on the 14th, the Tuesday. But then we will see if we're gonna revamp the board, if we're gonna, kind of do segments maybe on the YouTube Huddle Up or something. I think segments would actually be really cool. Maybe we could do like a scoreboard segment, a Q&A segment, feedback, and then like watching someone's somebody from the scoreboard's video or something like that. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But yeah, we'll connect on the in the Discord to figure that out. Cool. $25.50 USD and a 24-hour flight. Are you serious? Is it cheaper? It's cheap. Is it cheaper to go to New York? Because I know New York has like. Actually, we didn't go to New York for events. Like, the events were just for Tom. There's got to be something on the East Coast. I think the East Coast would be like more convenient for you overseas peeps. But I am telling you, like, Andre, a lot of the people that you watch go to NAB. Like, it's kind of the one to go to. Oh, $5.50 USD. Okay, definitely different. But a 24-hour flight though. That's rough. But that's just kind of the nature of it. I get it. All right, guys. So with that said, Happy New Year. It was so great seeing all of you. I'm excited to talk about the feedback on how we can, make the YouTube Huddle Up evolve as we are also evolving on our own journeys, and make sure that it's like still valuable for all of us. I wish you luck on all the stuff that you're going to be creating in the next week, and make sure we are going to meet on Tuesday, not Wednesday, because I'm out of town. And with that said, have an awesome week, have an awesome weekend, and I'll catch you later. See you guys. Bye.